Well, here we have two parallel journeys. We have you, the coach, you, the dad, then out of your kids, Wonderboy transitions from an amazing record, 57-0 in kickboxing, and then MMA. Then he has his debut, and I was there when he fought Matt Brown, and I think that was a decisive fight because it was early on in his career. And I want to fast forward to that. What was the greatest lesson that you learned in the first couple fights that Steven had? Because the first one was the moneymaker. He knocked that guy out with his standard move. What did you take from those two?
The biggest lesson we learned between first fight and the Matt Brown fight is, number one, don't take two fights
too soon.
Too
How far
close
apart
together.
were they?
It was 2 months.
Are you serious?
That was 2 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, but his first fight, it was an easy fight.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what wrecks fighters. What wrecks fighters, it's especially for us, because we weren't very good at it at the time, was the weight cut.
Mm.
Our weight cut knowledge and skills are terrible. He made weight. Steven's never, knock on wood, praise Jesus, he's never not made weight.
Mm-hmm.
We just feel it's so disrespectful to the opponent and to the organization that allows us to participate in their event to not make weight.
Mm-hmm.
So we kill ourselves to make weight. His first weight cut in the UFC was terrible. So anyway, it takes a while to recover from that.
Yeah. And then he fights 2 months later.
Yeah, he fights 2 months later doing the same weight cut.
And Matt Brown was no joke. He was already up and coming.
Matt Brown, and he has weight cut skills.
Yeah.
He knew how to do the proper weight cut. Because Matt Brown fought on that card. He fought 2 months later as well.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he and his team, whatever team that was, evidently they had weight cut skills. We didn't have them. We were learning as we go.
Yeah.
So anyway, our second weight cut was worse than our first one.
Is that true? You had to hold him so he wouldn't faint on the scale?
It was bad. It was bad.
And you said something too. He was conditioning with a strength and coach that put too much muscle mass. His legs were heavy.
Started his weight cut at 211 pounds.
How much time he had until the fight?
I want to say 3 weeks or something. I'm not exactly sure. It was terrible. Yeah, and he was muscled up. He was muscled up. The guy that was doing his strength training at the time was calculating his food intake. He had a strength coach who's calculating his food intake, what he should be taking. And the strength coach's wife was preparing the meals for Steven.
Mm.
But when it came to calculating how much protein Steven was supposed to be consuming, from what I understand, the strength coach put a decimal point in the wrong place. And the wife's making that number of food, that amount of food.
Oh my
and
God.
Steven was expected to eat it, and he did everything he could to eat everything, because that's what his strength coach said. You got to eat this.
So he was over-consuming.
He was huge. He was over-consuming.
I had no idea about that part.
It was, it was crazy.
So the guy made the mistake on the chart.
And the wife was making the food.
The wife followed the instructions.
Yep. And Steven was doing everything he could to eat everything the strength coach said. So he became thick. I mean, he dense, thick, muscled up. And then 3 weeks out, the strength coach
realized
what was going on. So he went back and he went back and talked to the wife about.
And he recalculated the whole thing.
And that's how they found out, because she was doing what he said.
Oh wow! What did he say?
There wasn't anything he could do.
Oh,
we just had to start crash dieting to get our weight down. And we started the weight cut. We started the sweat down. He was 190 something. we don't start a sweat down until he's 170. No, 180. That's when we start.
You have to start way
the
above
sweat.
that.
Yeah. He's dieting down. He typically, when we arrive on location, he wants to be 185 or less.
Mhm.
If he's fighting on Saturday, the UFC bring us in on Tuesday. When he rolls up from the airport and gets weighed in, he wants to be 185 or less.
Okay.
Then from Tuesday to Friday,
Yeah.
he's eating and dieting. So when it's time to, no, Tuesday, Thursday, because, yeah. So Friday's weigh in, excuse me. Friday is when we weigh in.
So Thursday's a sweat day.
That's right. Thursday's from Tuesday to Thursday. He wants to go from 185 to either 180, 179, 180.
Mhm.
Eating and dieting down. And then on Thursday night, when it comes sweat down time,
Mhm.
he wants to be under, if possible, under 180. And then he'll sweat off what he needs to sweat off to make weight.
Mhm.
And like I said, knock on wood, he's never not made weight.
I remember that fight was incredible. Incredible as it was, because despite all his challenge and not being at his peak condition physically because of the bad weight cut, they still went all the way to the
With
end.
the distance. And also, honestly, the skill set wasn't there. His grappling skill set. Stephen can grapple.
Yeah.
He can grapple. He can get out there and he can grapple.
But he
But
survived.
for some reason,
He survived.
for some reason, of course, now that particular fight, his grappling skills were pretty low. I mean, I got to be honest.
Mhm.
And we went in the UFC, number one, because, well, it's an opportunity. We get a call for the UFC. We got to take it, whether our skill set's there or not. So we knew that our grappling skill sets was low. And we knew that over time we're going to
You
pick
have
it
to
up.
build it up.
We're
Yeah.
going to pick it up.
Mhm.
So for us to hop out there with Matt Brown, when it comes to grappling, we were overhead and we knew that. But nonetheless, we decided, okay, we're going.
Yeah, I remember that he got knocked down, right? He almost got knocked out
Yeah.
in round 2. He was like struggling. And they were both really tired at the end.
Yeah.
And
Stephen's legs were heavy. He said they were so flat. He said after the first round, he came back to the corner. He said, I can't hardly move.
no, didn't you have to help him get up
Yeah.
from the bench?
His legs were done. He said, my legs were done. I said, no, you got 2 more rounds.
Mhm.
You got to fight, So he got out there, man. He did. And he just couldn't move like he normally does. Had he been able to move like he normally does,
Oh, you have been a different fight.
it very well could have
I
been a
agree
different
so.
story. Yeah.
I believe
I'm
so.
not going to say it would, but
No,
there's a
I'm
good-
almost positive it would.
Yeah. But anyway,
But I remember one thing, you and him, because you always have the talk at the end, whatever the results is. And I remember you saying, correct if I'm wrong, you didn't do anything wrong, son.
no,
This is on us.
Yeah.
We were the ones that wronged you this time.
Yeah. That's right.
You remember
No.
that?
Yeah, I do. And my thinking is I'm head coach. It's my responsibility to monitor everything about his fight. And I didn't do a very good job staying on top of the strength coach
Mhm.
and monitor that aspect of his training. You understand what I mean?
Yep.
He's got a strength coach, and I just didn't do a good job of staying on top of him and making sure that process, his strength and his diet, that process was
Mhm.
done correctly. And so Stephen did everything he was told to do,
Mhm.
everything. It's just that our strength coach made a little bit of an error in his calculations, and
Yeah.
I didn't stay on top of that.
Yep.
After fighting Matt Brown and experiencing our first loss, I think it was harder on me than it was on him. Because personally, I mean, deep down in my heart, I never saw him losing.
Mm.
I never saw him losing in any,
any event,
any fight event.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess, he's my son. He's my top fighter. I just felt that, you know what, he's going all the way. Mm. He's going all the way.
Yeah.
I just don't see him losing anybody because I knew his skill set, and I could see the majority of the field ahead of him when it comes to, especially when it comes to striking.
Mm.
None of the, I wasn't real confident that I was very confident in him in the field in front of him when it came to striking. Mm. Wasn't sure about his grappling because we,
didn't have a chance to work yet.
Yeah. So I just felt that first loss, it was rough on me. Yeah. Rougher on me than it was on him.
Yeah.
For him, excuse me, it was a bit of a relief for him.
Yeah.
He knew at some point in time, I guess maybe deep down inside, I knew it was going to happen too. But maybe I just blocked it out. I don't know. No, it ain't going to happen.
Now that it did happen at that time, okay, we know how he feels. Let's move on and continue to work.